Alright, I'm back. No music intro here for this Friday, or not Friday, Thursday day stream. I'm here to finish what should have been finished last night before I ran into some complications. Some complications called a headache / migraine that I can still sort of feel in the back of my head. So that's not the funnest thing. But hopefully it's subsided enough that it's a real bummer. Scheduling wise, I don't want to go into a whole thing, but scheduling wise, it's kind of a bummer I didn't finish this last night. So we'll do that today on this abnormal Thursday day stream. We're gonna finish Paranormasight, and then continuing the Spooktober, we'll start another game, which should have been what we only did today, was the new game, but because I don't want to start it before finishing up Paranormasight. We're just gonna complete Paranormasight here, see what left this game has, and then we'll start that other one. And I'm really excited for the other game. I'm very excited to start it. A game long in the making. Long in the pipeline to be played here on the channel. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't have... It doesn't look like we have much left. Though, that would be very funny if there was still, like, 4 more hours or something. Because I'll tell you what, if there's 4 more hours, then we won't be playing the other game. Because I can't go late tonight. I can't go, like, past, like, this evening, basically. So I have maybe, like, 3.5 hours to work with here, I think, for this day stream. So we did this whole thing. This thing was interesting. And then we did these things, and I think we got and learned something that then we're going to take into here, and I assume provide either an ending or another blip right here, because these things were endings. Alternate endings. I don't know what we're calling the other things, but I assume when we do this, then this is going to be activated. So what did we learn? So this is going to be key. We learned that, oh, she's adopted, right? I think that's the big thing we are supposed to be taking away from here and somehow use it in this. The question becomes, where are we going to probably stick that information? If that's what I'm thinking is correct. I mean, the most obvious choice would be her father. So let's try this. Your father, the chief inspector. I met him not long ago. Oh, really? He came off a little stiff and awkward. Ah, there's a surprise. But there was something charming about his seriousness. He seemed like he cared a lot about his daughter. Please cut it out. It's gross. You don't know a thing about us. Outsiders shouldn't butt into another family's affairs. Though he may as well be a stranger to me now. Even if you've cut legal ties, you're still related by blood. No, see, that's the thing. They're not related by blood. We learned. Huh? We're not related at all. Huh? He probably thought that I never noticed it, but... Oh, wait, she already knew that they weren't related by blood. Oh, yeah, that was a thing that was talked about in this. Well, then what the hell am I supposed to... Oh, the thing that we technically learned was that Ayame was the baby, allegedly, that was the revived lover, Shino. So that's the thing. The Shino thing. It wasn't hard for me to figure out that I wasn't related to them by blood. So you were adopted? Well, I got curious, so I looked into it. It was all pretty straightforward. I was a baby when they took me in. All they did was raise me. My mother first got pregnant shortly after she married. But it was a stillbirth. So we already did read this, but since it's a new day, I'll go ahead and reread this and see if anything new pops up. Like I said, I'm picking... I obviously clearly didn't look up how to figure this out or anything. I'm just going off context clues, right? Although, now that there are different endings and stuff, we know that there's, like, multiple endings. When we do finish this game, whenever we... hopefully, like I said, doesn't take too long, I am curious to maybe look up and see if I'd missed any alternate endings. Just because I want to make sure I see everything I can. So, we'll be doing that whenever we finish. Whenever it seems, I guess when all the screens look like they're cleared out. Because there might be endings that I missed somehow. Maybe I did get them all. That'd be pretty dope of me. The whole affair left a deep wound on her heart. My father couldn't bear to see it. So it was for her sake that he did it. I was a substitute, a replacement for the child she lost. He decided that all by himself. He didn't discuss it? Maybe he was trying to be thoughtful. So, any baby would have been fine, as long as it could have comforted the woman who hoped to become a mother. Putting it in such a way. It's not easy to raise a child. My mother was bewildered. Wouldn't you be, after being told to raise a baby that wasn't your own? But she couldn't just abandon the baby either. Yet my father just left everything to my mother and never lent a hand. He's so damn selfish. Two of them grew apart. I watched them try and figure out how to understand each other. The sight of it disgusted me. It was a messed up family, I tell you. Well, I guess my presence was to blame for that rift to begin with. You shouldn't say that. I know he's bad at expressing himself and has his work, but still, that shouldn't be an excuse. But knowing all that, I couldn't take it anymore. It just made me want to hurry up and leave home and live on my own. I still rely on him for tuition and allowance, but that much is normal for most kids, right? I don't want him to start acting like he's my father now just because he's doing the minimum. Sorry to hear that. Sounds like it was tough for all of you. I'm sorry. You're right. It's not my place to talk about your family. Ah, well, I may have said too much. To think I spilled all that when I don't even know what the conditions are. Could it be that we were talking about had something to do with the activation condition for the haunting clappers? Who knows? Okay, so that clearly didn't do anything. Do I do negotiate? Listen, Ayame, I have something to ask you. No. The answer is no. Cursed stone in your possession, I'm not giving it up. You're right. We're both made of stronger stuff than that. You're not giving it up. And neither am I. You know full well, right? That there's no room left for negotiation here? You're right, there's not. Just keep asking. What is your wish, Ayame? Is it really to resurrect Katsushika Hakusai? Yes, there's no life that holds more value than his. Including my own. You're saying you'd be willing to die if it meant bringing Hakusai back to life? Not all life is equal. At least, not to me. A life that can birth art with the power to move hearts is infinitely more worthy. Compared to that, the life of someone like me, someone that can't produce a thing, has no value. That's unhinged. That's unhinged. Yeah. Was calling someone unhinged, or an opinion unhinged, was that a thing back then? That when this game is taking place? This isn't a contemporary game, right? What year did this game, what is the year of the setting of this game? Maybe it is contemporary. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Who knows? I just thought it was like years ago, right? Like years and years ago. I'm still young. It's the age for wild thoughts. But aren't you the same as me? What? You got a life more important than your own. A life you consider more important than the lives of many others. That's what you're doing it all for, isn't it? You're right. if I can save my son. I couldn't care less about my life, or the lives of others. Who's unhinged now? I'm a mother. It is what it is. Dang, feelings of a proper parent are something else. But if that's your wish, then... what do you plan on doing if you don't get your wish? Oh, I haven't thought of it. I might just keep on trying to bring Hawkeye back some other way. You really are obsessed. You and Haku's chairwoman might be cut from the same cloth. Who's that? She's like an all-powerful vortex of obsession turned to yokai-level proportions. You're saying I'll end up like her? Are you looking forward to such a future? I'd rather not have to wait till I'm old and creaking. I want it to happen now. I'll put my life on the line for Hokusai. How did you kill Fumishika and Nejima? I'm not telling you. I only ask because it does concern me. He was one of the reasons my child was kidnapped. There's not much to say. We talked and he cleared the conditions for my stone. Did he show any signs of remorse over his past crimes? It didn't feel like he did, no. I see. The world is full of trash men, I tell you. That's... I agree. In a way, I guess you could say you put a stop to Nejima's mass murder schemes. About that. There's no guarantee that I won't do it myself. Huh? I picked up his curse stone of the one-sided reed. Really is something else. Unfortunately, I can't use a curse stone that's not mine until it's late at night. Really? Are you okay with telling me that? Oh, how silly me. I let that slip. Teehee. What is tobacco? Why? Do you smoke? Huh? Well, a little. Feel free to smoke if you want to, please. I'm okay. I don't see any ashtrays out on display either. Does no one smoke in this family? A little rare, isn't it? Nobody in the family does. I'm here too. Then why did you ask me if I did all of a sudden? Oh, it's too obvious, isn't it? Well. That there's no room left for negotiation here. You're right, there's not. Well, then what am I supposed to do here? Well, there's like nothing I can do except for attempting to try to get her. Did you try to use your curse just now? Seems I didn't meet your curse's condition. I wonder if it was smart to secretly toss the lighter I was carrying earlier. Oh. When did... You made a mistake when you decided to ask me about smoking. See, I said... Too obvious, man. Too obvious. Too obvious. If a source of fire is a condition for your stone, then you won't see me falling for it now. The face of panic when I make my conditions too obvious is right there. Haru is like, Also, I'm gonna blame Richter. Richter, what did he do? He shifted. He shifted a bit. She's like, do you smoke? Do you happen to have like a lighter on you or anything? And then Richter goes, and then immediately Ame's like, You wasted your chance with all this chatter. All you need to do is activate your curse first. I brought everything Nejima had on him, including the lighter he was holding. But it's over now. Yes, I concede. Now can we negotiate? Alrighty. With your cards on the table, you're out of options. It might be possible for Mr. Investigator there to pin me down by force. But he's not going to do that, is he? Correct. I won't take that risk. Now all your curse's conditions are unknown. Coward. I came to kill you and acquire your soul dregs, but after hearing you out, I got a question for you. Why don't you just give up on the right of resurrection? You said it was your son, right? The one you want to bring back? But haven't you done enough? I'm sure your son is content knowing you cared for him this much. I'm truly willing to die to resurrect Hokusai, but you can't say the same, right? If you're going to bring your son back, you have to be alive as well, right? In fact, what you really want is for both of you to live, right? Yes. Well, even if you both live to see it, your son would grow up knowing you for who you are, someone who stole the lives of others to bring him back. Damn, Ayame is cold. She's so good. I still think Mio is maybe my favorite character so far in this game, but Ayame is just like, she's crazy. She's insane. She's cold. She doesn't give a fuck about anyone else. She just has her weird delusional dream of reviving an artist, and she's like, I'm gonna just do it. It's clear. I was gonna say, I think she does, but no, it was clear. She basically said, unless I was to feel that she was lying, she said that she doesn't value her own life. She literally just idolizes an artist and is like, this guy would be worth living over me. It's insane. She's crazy. Hello. Okay, dude, I meant to. I ran into some complications last night. It bugged me. It annoyed me that I didn't get to finish it. I tried everything within my power to finish this last night. I was feeling, I like, at around like the 2 or 3 hour mark, I started feeling sick. Yeah, no, it's, I was just like, it was one of those really like weirdly, like, sometimes I get them just like rapidly, like onsetting like migraine headaches. That I'm still, even after sleeping last night, I didn't sleep well last night. I woke up in the middle of the night due to the pain in my head, like, a few times. And so I didn't sleep well. And then by the time I did wake up, I still feel it. And I still currently feel it. So I don't feel great. but it's lessened a bit. But yeah, it got to the point where I was like 3 hours in. And I was like, wow, I could keep doing it, and like scheduling wise, like it would have made a lot more sense for me to finish this last night, and that's what I really wanted to do. But I was like, I don't want to finish this while feeling like absolute shit, so I had to push it to today, unfortunately, to finish. It bugged me though. It still bugs me, especially because like what we're gonna do for the second half of the stream, like I still want to finish this before we get to it, but thank you. I promise it's finishing tonight. Or today. It's not tonight. Everything within my power. If it kills me. Yeah, why TTD? You would be putting the burden of shouldering all the life sacrifice for him on your little shoulders. It's not finished yet. As far as I understand, the final bit of it is not fully out. Although, depending on how you believe, it might be out sometime this year. It might finish up sometime this year. But it might truly be a series that I don't get to finish until whenever that final part comes out. We'll have to see. Understandable. She says, "Are you really okay with that?" Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll be back on tomorrow. With another different thing. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. If you didn't even think about that, then what you're doing is not for your son. It's for yourself. Aren't you just bringing him back to fulfill your own desires? Damn, she's gonna fucking take her out and say that you're being selfish. How dare she? That's not... Ma'am, what she's saying may be harsh, but holds a kernel of truth. Don't reduce yourself to nothing but a mother who would sacrifice anything for her son. But that's not... We discovered the truth behind his kidnapping. Next, you should take some time to come up... You should take some time to come understand your own feelings. Now I've got the hiccups. I hope you every step of the way. Getting to the heart of things is what an investigator does. What will you do? Ma'am? If you relinquish the curse stone to a curse bearer, you'll no longer be a curse bearer. You won't be a target anymore. Yame is giving you a chance. Think hard, and then give your answer. Oh shit, which did I pick? Ah, don't give it up. Fuck her. Fuck her. Fuck her. Make her kill you. Make her take you out. Go down swinging. Go down swinging. Sorry, but that won't make me back down. Ma'am, that lighter, when did you... what? My clothes are on fire. What the hell? I just burned her? There does not need to be an open flame, as long as there's a spark of fire on you. Huh? Ma'am, please, think this through. Damn. 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 Oh! Ah! Did I just throw a lighter on her? What a loophole. Ma'am, why? It was the only way. Richter, could we settle any outstanding tabs now? My god. Yeah, sure. Wait, is this going to be just the same ending then? Is this just the same thing? It's the same result. Maybe I possibly have to hand over my curse stone then. Oh, it's not fast forwarding because it gives me the chance to use the curse. I think I probably have to... Alright, let's advance, advance, advance. Do I have to go through all these dialogue things? Okay. Let's go then. Because I'm pretty sure if I try to just use the curse, then it's not gonna work. Because... right? Like, the thing would be to try to get back to that option of where it's like, hey, you can just give up the stone. So I wouldn't want to use the curse any one way or the other, right? Here, I can do it like this. Hold circle and then mash X. Oh, so fast. Okay. Wait, how... Wait, did I not do it like this before? Wait, it's different then. How did I? Oh, did I use the curse before? Oh, I might have had to hammer the button before. Or hit the curse button. Okay, that's on me then. Oh, and then it gives negotiation. I see. Clack, clack, Clack. Clack. It's such a satisfying, like, clicking noise when you advance text. Okay, so we advance to... Can't believe I completely, like, 5 minutes later forgot what the order of operations I did to get to the screen. Alright, give up the curse stone. Let's see what happens. Will she spare me? Is that the ultimate result here? Very well. Here. Thanks. Glad you could see reason. Ma'am, you made the right choice. Dang, you really didn't collect any soul dregs, huh? I promised myself that if I ever used it, it would only be once. It would be only once. But in the end, it didn't come down to numbers. So I only need to be carrying a flame. This seems pretty practical. Well, I'll be taking my leave then. God, I felt like she was going to throw like a lighter on her or something. There's no point in going after you for soul dregs, so I'm off to the next curse bearer. Do you know who remains? You speak as if you've already figured it out. Since this is on topic, I just now. I got a pretty good idea from your talk. What will you do? Do you plan to stop me? Oh, nice. Yay, you got a PC working again. I'm sure that feels great. Man. If I just was out of commission, if I just didn't have my PC for a long time, I'd be like, that's such a fucking bummer. I'd be not happy. It's not my place to intervene. All right, then. Well, me and my hat are leaving. Me and my fanciful hat. Hey, lady, can I borrow your phone? I don't mind. But who are you calling? No worries. Cops. I think it would be faster if I called them directly. Wait, she's calling the cops? There we go. We did it. Conclusion. Oh, shit. She called the cops to talk to her dad? Her dad? Conclusion. Is this it, then? Big breath in. Summary of previous events. Satsumi and Irio continue their investigation, deciding to meet with Ayame Tono to get to the bottom of it all. What will be the conclusion of the curses of the sudden mysteries of Honjo to Simon and Ashino's intertwined fates? Let's go. Sumida River. Hey. How long has it been since we saw each other? 3 years? How have you been? I think the last time was when you came to see me after deciding to go to university. It wasn't because I wanted to see you. I just needed money to pay my tuition. Huh. I want to mince words, eh? You came alone, right? Yeah, it's just me. You make it sound like I'm handing over ransom money for hostages. I just don't want to get caught, okay? Oh. Look at them. They're so just the three of them hiding behind a bush. That's really good. This is a good visual. This is a good screen. Never thought I'd see the day that you called the police. There's something I needed to see you about. Well, alright then. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's go through things one by one. But first, is there a bird anywhere? Hidden bird anywhere? I'm looking, I'm peeping. I don't think I see one. The sun is starting to dip down into the horizon. This long, long day is about to end. We don't have to worry about Nejima's threat anymore, but I sure didn't expect this to happen. Sure has changed over the past 3 years. Got more of a grown-up air about her. Hard to believe she's that same little girl who would get omelet all over her face when we took her out to eat. Aw, adorable. Wait a minute. Is this how far back I have to go for a happy memory together? No wonder she hates me. Where are the three hiding behind the bush? Probably like over here somewhere. Oh, we got a lot of things here. You have a curse stone, don't you? I do. You wouldn't happen to feel like handing it over, would you? Police will handle any damages the curse caused now, before you do any more wrong with it. I'm not giving it up. Of course not. Me being a curse bearer. Are you after my life? That's exactly what I'm here for. I didn't come to chat. Damn, she's like, I'm gonna kill you. We can talk all you want, but as soon as a condition for my curse is met, I'll use it. No hesitation. Okay, so she has the fire one, and she has the one that we still don't know really the condition, right? Because we didn't learn what the condition of the other one was. I mean, she pulled it out that one time in one of the endings where she just killed me, but was it that when I lied? When I was asked if I was a curse, because she asked, are you a curse bearer? And I said no. And then she immediately was able to curse me. So that seems like it's the lying one. Or do you have more than one? How many curse stones do you have? 3. Not that it matters. 3, huh? Oh, she also has, of course, the one that she got from Nejima. Duh. 3, huh? I'm not handing them over. Fine. Why are you willing to go so far for the right of resurrection? What do you want it? What do you want with it? Even if I told you, you wouldn't understand. You just call it stupid and dismiss the idea completely. Come on, I wouldn't do that. Maybe together we can think up a way for you to get what you want without resurrection. I want to bring Katsushika Hakusai back to life. The names still. Hakusai? What? Hakusai the ukiyo-e artist? That Hakusai? You want to bring him back to life? That'd be quite the feat, huh? That's you. I heard you liked his art, but why would you do something so stupid? See? Gah! The only time I ever felt this was a place I belonged was when I was immersed in the dreamlike world of ukiyo-e. Probably saying that term wrong too, but oh well. Though I'm sure you never noticed. Really? I had no idea. It saved me. Hakusai is the reason I'm still alive today. I didn't know you felt so hopeless. You would only realize it now, but it's too late. Feeling sorry won't do either of us any good. From the moment I heard about the rite of resurrection, I knew that it was my destiny. If this is all I ever accomplish, I'll die happy. You're really serious about this? Then I'll put this bluntly. Did you kill Nejima? And if I did, would you hide me from the police? Well, I don't know if I... That's what I thought. Your job is the only thing you really care about. Yes, I did it. You. I don't think he even knew I was a curse bearer. He brought me to those gardens and I realized while he was talking to me that he fulfilled the condition of my curse. So I just gave it a shot. I didn't think it would actually activate. So, there's no going back now. That's not true. You can still make things right before you make them worse. Now let me say it another way. This is my chance, and I won't throw it away. Your chance? Did Nejima say anything to you? He said a lot of bad things about you, that's for sure. Yeah, not surprised there. So I said a lot of bad things about you back. I didn't want to be outdone. That's good. Harsh. In that sense, I felt just a little like he was my kindred spirit. No, kindred spirit. What are you talking about? He's a dangerous criminal. But I'm a murderer now too, aren't I? Maybe we're not so different. No, you're different. Am I? Well, maybe not that different. But at least you're honest. No, I haven't been the best father, but I wonder, of all the fathers in the world, are there any who wouldn't cover for their child if they committed a crime? How should I know? You're the detective here. You must have seen plenty of cases like that. Yeah. Plenty of parents take the fall for their children, or give them a place to hide. As a person, it's wrong, but maybe, as a parent, it's the right thing to do. I don't know. But I think having a father like that would make it easier to go to him for advice if I did do something wrong. Maybe there's a sense of security in knowing that no matter what happened, you'd have at least one person on your side. I see. So that's what it would take to be on your side. I can't do that. That's okay. I wasn't really expecting you to. So Nejima really didn't tell you anything? Not really, no. Can I ask you one thing? Do you know anything about the talisman Michio Shiraishi had? Michio Shiraishi? From the car crash you were in with that Namagaki guy. Oh, with Yutaro? Yeah, it was there. Yutaro? That sounds like... So you and him were... I mean... not really. He was kind of a boring guy. What? You're serious? But he said... Ah, you're getting off track, Mr. Satsumi. The talisman. Get back up to the talisman. Thank you, Mio. Thank you. It's very good that she's whispering behind the bushes with them. Being like, come on, old man, get back. There's important things. We shouldn't have relied on him for this. Well, if you don't plan on seeing him again, it doesn't matter. But the hit and run case on top of everything, you're really in deep. Is that really what you wanted to talk about? Yeah. No. Tell me about the talisman. Did you take it from the scene? You mean this? That's it. I picked it up at the scene of the crash. Didn't want to leave fingerprints behind. That's all? There's really no other reason? What's the big deal? Is it really that special? This whole thing? Yeah, it's really important. Would you mind giving it to me? Important? For what? For putting a stop to the curses of the 7 mysteries. Oh. So, that means if I give you the talisman, I won't be able to use the right. Then no way. I'm definitely keeping it. Yeah, why'd you even tell her that? You had probably better hopes of just coming up with anything, any other reason, any other lie, than telling her, hey, if you give me that talisman, I might be able to stop the resurrection stuff. Screw that one up. Mr. Satsumi, you really can't do any better than that? Come on, the talisman. Will you give me the talisman? What? No way, I can't lose the right. I'm sorry I couldn't save you from Nejima. Are you hurt? And there it is. That's so like you. What? You're only mentioning that now. Shouldn't that have been the first thing you asked me? Well, I was just... You're not worried about me. All you care about is yourself. Yeah, you're right. I've been selfish, I know. Aw, come on, Mr. Satsumi. You can do better than that. Really screwed up there, huh? I'm fine. I managed to get away somehow or other. Right. I'm glad. I wonder if the dialogue would have changed there if I did ask this first before any of these other things. How is she? Yasuko, I mean. Mom? I haven't kept in touch with her. I've been on my own this whole time. I'm sure you've reached out to her, though, haven't you? I did call her this morning, actually, just to make sure she was safe. She's been running around all over the place looking for you. Sounds like she's fine to me. Did you contact her after I called the police to tell her you'd heard from me? I did not. Tisk, tisk. Well, I've heard you're into nightlife. Oh, that's Satsumi saying this. I've heard you're into nightlife and staying out late these days. Didn't want her to worry more than she already was. You're one to talk? Damn. Damn. I think I've let you talk enough. Mind letting me have a turn? Uh-oh. By all means. You're hiding something. You're hiding something from me, aren't you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See, I'm pretty sure lying gets you killed here. I'm pretty sure lying gets you killed. I'm like I'm like 80% sure. Well, sure. Can't live as long as I have without having a secret or two. Of course you try to dodge the question. Now then. Let me tell you how my curse stone, the Taiko of Sugara, works. What? My curse bludgeons to death anyone I find out is hiding something from me. Ah. Okay, so it's not necessarily lying. Although in theory, if you're hiding something from someone, if they ask you and then you lie about that, then you are technically hiding something, right? I mean, it's basically, that's the equivalencies. You get bludgeoned to death if you're hiding something from me. So, if you try to cover something up that I know is true, I'll be able to use my curse on you. With that in mind, can I ask you one more thing? Uh-oh. Oh, how is he gonna handle this? I get it. Why you wanted to see me? And let me tell you one thing first. The Evergreen Beach has a similar condition. You can use my curse on anyone who tells me a lie. Yeah, so his is the same. So yeah, that's the thing I was being like, because I was always like, then does that mean there's like 2 curse stones that have similar properties, conditions to activate? His is just straight up a lie. Interesting. So I don't know. What? How is that fair? And you'd use that curse on me? As an officer of the law, it's inexcusable. But as a parent with a duty to his child, I have no other choice. Are you threatening me? Do you really think that's enough to convince me to just do as you say? I don't want to use it either. But for your sake, I suggest you try not to lie. Go ahead then. If I lie, then so be it. Okay, I'm gonna ask. If you try to hide now, you really will die. Am I your real daughter? I'm just a baby you picked up to replace your stillborn, aren't I? And you could never bring yourself to tell me who my real parents were, so you just kept hiding it. Still too much of a coward to tell me, huh? You don't like the truth, so you won't admit it. That my real parent is the man I was just with. Ayame! Is that all you have to say? Then I only have one answer for you. You are, honestly and truly, our daughter. Nothing more, nothing less. Even now, you're still trying to hide it? Why? Are you really that stupid? Ah! Oh my god. They're watching him get beat to death? Boss! Boss! Why? Is your pride worth dying for? Damn, he really didn't want to reveal to her that she's basically the potentially the revived, in his eyes, in Tetsumi's eyes, Satsumi. I'm getting so many names mixed up in my head, even from like other games and stuff. Satsumi's eyes, he even said like, it's true, it's possible that isn't the revived or resurrected Ashino, right? So he was like, because he didn't want to believe it. He thought it was just the child. But either way, he doesn't want to reveal that. It's rough. And it seems, definitely doesn't know that she may be the resurrected Ashino from before. Huh. I should have known. Why? Why go this far to hide it? Ayame, listen. Huh? You're... how? Ayame, be proud. No matter what happens, you are our precious daughter. No way. How are you still alive? I don't know what that piece of shit Nejima filled your head with. But you're not Shino. And you're not Ashino either. You're our daughter, Yame Satsumi. Ah, right. I guess it's Tono now. Well, that's fine too. Satsumi, Tono, both will always be part of who you are. What? Why are you doing this? It's not true. The curse proves that it's not. Sure. Probably don't have many memories of us playing together. And I did leave everything at home to your mom. I was barely ever there for you. Even so, when I was working, no matter how grisly a crime scene I was at, all I ever wanted was for you to grow up to be happy. That's it. Why? Why say all this now? So, do one last thing for me. I want you to tell me the truth too. And if you lie to me now, I'm taking you with me. Damn. Stop, I can't. The mastermind behind all this, the one who awakened the curses of the 7 mysteries in order to use the right, wasn't you, was it? No, I wouldn't even know how to do that. And picking up Michio Shiraishi's talisman was just coincidence, right? Huh? Yeah, I already told you that. Ah, good. Hearing that, I can rest easy. You're nothing like Nejima. You can stand on your own 2 legs, can keep living without escaping into a fantasy. You can hate me. You can dream all the crazy dreams you want. Just don't ever stop trying to do good. You're a victim of your curse too. It's not too late to atone for the hit and run, for using the curse. Don't run away. You can still make things right. I know you can, because you're my daughter. And after that, just live the best life that you can. Dad! Boss! Boss. That day, at 6:18 p.m., Yame Tono was taken into custody. Tetsuya Satsumi's death was confirmed at the same time. The 5 curse stones possessed by Satsumi, as well as the 3 given up by Yame, lost their curse bears. This temporarily extinguished their spirit power, allowing Mio Kurosusu to obtain them and seal them away without difficulty. The Yin talisman possessed by Yamatono was recovered and entrusted to Mio Kurosusu as well. Thus, any massacre that could potentially be caused by this iteration of the curses was prevented before it could ever happen. Or so it seemed. Files updated. Is that not the conclusion? Oh, here we go. We get the update to this. So, kills by bludgeoning one who is discovered to be hiding something from the curse bearer. Let's read this. Resentful memory. The deep sound of drums once more reverberates through the night air. How long has it been since we started hearing them each day? Could it be coming from the daimyo's residence? I've heard they have a drum in their fire watchtower instead of wooden clackers, but I don't see a fire. So why are they sounding the drum? Then one morning a body was found. Isn't that old man Kanzo, the ukiyo-e painter? He lived nearby, but had been down and out for years despite his best efforts to sell his works. Every now and then his granddaughter would visit and he would teach her to paint. It was the old man's only pleasure. One day, his granddaughter told him about her dreams. Curses, souls, resurrection. Hearing her tale, the old man was gripped by a sudden zeal and began to paint with great fervor. His work quickly became famous, enchanting all those who viewed the strange imagery. Even the daimyo had taken notice. What could possibly have happened? People whispered amongst each other. Looked almost as if he had been beaten like a drum. And this one, the one-sided read. Kills by dismemberment, one whose face, address, name, age, occupation, and location are all known by the curse bearer. Okama was a lovely woman. She was spirited, worked hard, and lived a frugal yet pleasant life until her husband hanged himself. My husband, a swindler. Who would believe such a thing? Okama was determined to clear her husband's name. That is when she met Tomizo, a man that was, a stranger to these parts. This man must be one of the daimyo's spies. It appears that after my husband, I will be next. So be it. But what is he hunting for? Koma, putting on the airs of a woman mourning her husband, went to the bridge nightly to seek information from Tomizo. She soon discovered that she was right, that her husband had been deceived. Koma decided to bring her newfound knowledge to the daimyo, much to Tomizo's alarm. Angered at having been misled, he confronted her on the bridge. But Akoma would not listen. She cursed him, called him vile names, and eventually his patience had worn thin. Blood splattered everywhere, and by the time he returned to his senses, it was already too late. He looked over to the bridge, into the river, blood below, and saw the corpse of a woman missing both an arm and a leg. Huh. Area. Sorry for keeping you out so late, Mio. Can't take my mind off the curse bearer who was never found. Oh, it's no problem for me. I usually work at night anyway. Did you see Yako home safely? Yep. Sent her home in a patrol car earlier. Apparently she put up quite a fuss, saying she wanted to see things through to the end. Thank you. Feast shadows was starting to take effect, so it would have been dangerous. Number 20. The number 20 bird. I collected 15 of these birds, it says. Wow, the fact that I only missed 5 throughout this whole game, even though I didn't know, like, halfway through, it felt like the game, I didn't know this was a thing you could find. I wasn't really looking around. I'm gonna say good on me. Oh, it's instead of Bloody Mary, I assume it's Budgie Mary? Budgie Mary? Excellent. 8 p.m. With no one around, this place is silent as the grave. No one wants to go out at night in these parts after everything that's happened over the past 2 days. Understandable. Oh. What's wrong? Next is Detective Iria? What? Can't get my mind off the remaining curse stone, the Whispering Canal, and who the mastermind is. But we have to deal with that thing before I can worry about any of that. How's it going with the 2 talismans? Have you figured out the location of the Record of Fate's Yin scroll? I have, more or less. When I combined the contents of the 2 talismans, they formed a seal which could be undone. Things inside the talismans that looked like scraps of wood were actually a tiny scroll kept folded up by the seal. Who would have thought the talismans actually contained the scroll itself? So that's the Yin scroll then? What did it say? Well, there's one more seal we have to undo to open the scroll. It's giving me some trouble, so I was actually hoping you could help me out. Okay, unlocking the seal. Got it. Sure thing. I don't know what I'll be able to do, but let me at it. Wow, didn't expect you to be so eager to help. It's oddly reassuring. Okay, let's see. There are 5 seals holding the scroll shut. I think we have to remove them in the correct order. Each seal has a different design: a carp, a light, a beech leaf, a taiko drum, and a reed. Oh, that sounds... Are they related to the different things? Remove the 5 seals in the right order. Okay. If we get it wrong, is it going to, go boom? Huh? No, we'll just have to try again. I tested it once already. Oh, you already tried it yourself. So brave. I think it's devised so that the seal can only be undone if the curses for the right have already been unleashed. And I think there's a hint to opening it, hidden in something related to the curses. Just let me know when you're ready. Something related to the curses? Is it going to be an actual puzzle? What will she say here? It won't explode or anything, so we might as well give it a try. I see. Okay. Let's do it. Remove the 5 seals in the correct order. So what would be the order? I mean, immediately my mind goes to, like, the number. Like, the Whispering Canal Fool's procession, light, clappers, beach, drum. What is the carp? Is the carp the canal? I'm gonna assume that the... So I would want to say then maybe carp. Carp. I have such bad memory. Carp, light, beach. Carp, light, beach. Wait, is it just the order that... Is my order just the order that they're already listed in? Because then I'm probably incorrect. Drum, beach, drum, reed. Something tells me it's not just going to be all the way down. But let's try it, right? Carp, light, the beach leaf. There's no way. Oh, the sound of losing. I don't think that was right. Nope, not good. Okay. So something, I'm assuming there's got to be some hint then in the actual files here, right? Or the other idea I've had is that this is based on the order that we saw them happen. The curses happen in the game. But couldn't things be a little different? And then did we see the light first, or did we see the canal? Because we saw the canal thing. But I remember seeing the beckoning light too, like really early on with the guy. Light, canal. For fuck's sake. Light, canal. I don't want to have to look up the answer. I want to figure this out. Beach? The drum? We saw the drum pretty late here, right? But we didn't even see, technically... The thing was, we didn't even see this one, the beach, actually happen. No one died because of this. We knew of it. But we never actually used it. Actually, no. Our character didn't. But the one guy did. The one guy who had this for a while. Okay, so I'm gonna guess... Light... Carp. This. Then the reed. Then the drum. Damn it! I really thought I had it there. I thought it was quieting down because I thought I got it. Fuck. Does she tell me how... A hint? Do you recognize any things on these seals? They look sort of familiar. Well, yeah, duh. Maybe there's something in our files. What do you... Duh. This game is treating me as if I'm dumb. Unfair. There's definitely an order to them, but... Unless the light is supposed to be this lantern. But... Oh, the seals look like some of the curse stones designs. Yes, it must mean there's some order to the 7 mysteries of Honjo that correspond to them. I mean... Okay, maybe the light is that. So then would it be carp, beach, drum, reed? Because then... I mean, I gotta exhaust the option, right? Although, this can't be right either. No way. Do I just try brute force? That would take forever, dude. What if it... God, it could be any reverse order that we saw them in the story. I could be messing up some kind of chronological order. I mean, I'm hitting them. I'm not messing this up, right? What is the carp? Is it because I don't know what the carp is? The carp seal. Because that's the one I don't know. I mean, this is the drowning one. Is this a carp? That is a carp. That's a fish on the thing. It's a fish. It's a fish. Fish. Beckoning light. Leaf. Drum. One-sided reed. There's gotta be something I'm not thinking. If it's the order that we got him in, but like... Did Satsumi have a hold of all these at some point? Because then could it be the order that he collected them? But we never got... No one had the Whispering Canal one is the thing. The thing is we don't know who had that, right? That's what Irio was saying. The seal was applied during the Edo period, so it probably has to do with events that took place around then. I see. Okay. Something that took place around then. Looking to see if there's... maybe in like another... God, this is one of those things where the answer's got to be just looking at me right in the face. Is there an order in these stories? Is there an order to... I was trying to see if there was some kind of hint in the actual pictures here. I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at the scroll looking like parchment paper thing. I'm looking at the moon phases. There's moon phases. Like, look at this. Moon phases. That's just a picture of a tree, though. That's just a picture of a tree. That's just a picture of a tree. Fuck, like I want to get a hint, but seals applied during, yeah, events that took place. Yeah, I know. But fuck. Do I have to get it wrong for her to give me another hint? If this is right, I need to, if this was right, I would need to look up how it is that I'm supposed to get the answer, because I'm so... I'll look up the resentful memories for the mysteries that correspond to the 5 seals. These are fragments of dying moments of those who became the curse echoes. Reading closely, doesn't it feel like there's a connection between them? Okay, so some kind of connection between the resentful memory parts of all these. So again, she loved fishing with her father. So there was a story of fishing with the father. Is it like a continuation story, I think? What is this then? I don't... I feel so dumb. If I'm to try to do a through story of the resentful memories, right? Father disappeared, took his mother, went to look for him and never came back either. So this feels like this would be the last one, because both the parents are gone. And so then she died doing a thing. Or maybe is it this? Because this is... I'm trying to piece it together, dude. It's gonna take it upstairs and down. Okay. So... I don't know, dude. It's an order. There's an order to the story, but I can't like actually piece it together. I feel so stupid. I'm like reading them and I'm like, all right. I think the carp is either 4th or 5th. The light I think is also then gonna be 4th or 5th, depending on what the other one was. So, this one, the reed would come after the drum. I feel like. I don't know, man. I do be trying, though. Oh, damn it. Such a disappointing noise. Fuck. I'm starting to notice something. I think that the order for the seals could be the order in which the people who became curse echoes died. I know. See, she's giving me hints, and I already understand, but I don't know. I'm too dumb to put the story together. Information, the resentful memories are only fragments, but we might be able to see the relative order. No, that's the thing, Mio. I'm a dim-dum. Would that make the old man from the Taiko Sugara the first? Okay, so is she saying, okay. So this is the first, she said. She painfully had to tell me. Okay, so drum man. Drum. Drum. Okay, so I'm gonna, if the drum comes first, I think it's a drum, and then the hanged thing, because, oh, shit, fuck, because it has to, the reed has to come after the hanging, because she references, how does it hang himself? So if we go first, second, third, I can't tell. This is, the light is probably 5th. So I'm gonna go Taiko of Sugaru, then reed, no, yes, reed, no, Taiko, beach, reed, canal. I'm like 40% sure, confident with this one. Drum, beach, reed, carp, light. Yeah! I only had to be told the first one. Let's go. I just didn't know where to start. Looking at those stories, I was constantly just like, I don't know where the story begins. I had the vague idea, and like it sucks because she kept telling me, she's like, oh, it must have something to do with the files we have on the mysteries, and I'm like, I know that. I'm not that dumb. I need a hint, but not that dumb of a hint. Come on now, Mio. Mad, big mad. Oh well, I'm just glad I got it without technically looking up the answer. Wow, you got it right. It's open. Took 6 tries. Damn it. Damn. This game, I immediately was just like, I was like, oh, you know, I didn't have to look up the answer. And then the game's just like, oh, it took you 6 tries, but you did it. I just need some time to get warmed up, that's all. Now, we can finally read what's written inside. Let's see. Game throwing shade at me. Alright, what is this? What's the update? The text has been preserved in the form of 2 talismans held by Hajime Yoshimi and Michio Shiraishi. It contains a full account of the Honjo incident. The following is written in Simon's hand. I bequeath the scroll to future generations to be used in the event that calamity should arise from this grievous incident. Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather these items, 3 items in one place to cast my rite of cleansing and expel all rituals and curses in full. My soul, that is my curse echo. My body, that is a living continuation of my bloodline. And my spirit, that is my own consciousness. Wait, continuation of my bloodline? What, huh? Wait, is this the whole thing? Is this... I think this whole... I don't know, let's read it. This is a story that takes place in the late Edo period. There was once a family that lived in a row house in Honjo. The family consists of a Netsuke craftsman named Jinkichi, his wife Koma, and their daughter Toki. They enjoyed a poor but happy existence. One day, they took in a man by the name of, who claimed to be a Shomoji. He was on the run, having barely escaped with his life. No, this, I definitely remember reading this. Just gonna back out of it. I see. What does it say? First is a detailed account of the tragedy surrounding the rite of resurrection that occurred in Honjo back in the Edo period. The whole story of what we call the Honjo incident is laid out clearly. That incident was the origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo and their curses, right? Yes. The resentment of the victims of the incident turned into curses, which are the curse echoes. The contents are organized like an answer sheet, so it doesn't just give us the information we need. Ah. Is there anything else? Yes, here's what we've been looking for. I bequeath the scroll to future generations to be used in the event that calamity should arise from the grievous incident, it says. Whoa, foresaw all this happening? And it continues. Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather these 3 items in one place to cast my rite of cleansing and expel all rituals and curses in full. My soul, that is my curse echo. My body, that is a living continuation of my bloodline. My mind, that is my own consciousness. Wow, so if we gather these 3 things in one place, Simon's rite of cleansing will activate and completely negate the curses and the rite of resurrection. Oh, that's it. That's exactly what we need. 3 things are Simon's soul, body, and mind. It says the soul is Simon's curse echo. His curse echo. So Simon himself is part of the 7 mysteries? Now that you mention it, Mr. Aishi said something along those lines before. There's another hint written here. My curse echo holds my curse. My curse brings ruin to curse bearers. What kind of hint is that? Maybe it'll make more sense as we keep looking. But will the curse echo still appear if the curse bearer is already gone? Next, the body is a descendant of Simon's, it seems. Wasn't Yoshimi a relative of Simon? He and Michio Shiraishi, who had the other talisman. Both of them had already passed by the time this iteration of the curses was unleashed. Damn, it's true. What are we gonna do? His bloodline was so split up. There have to be others. Oh, there's another note here too. Where? Is it another hint? As for the body, seek not only one who bears my blood, but one with strong spirit sense. Such an individual will be able, if a spirit attempts to possess them, to instead take control of that spirit themselves. So it says. Do you know anyone like that? I can't think of anyone. Let's move on for now. Next is the mind. What's the difference between the mind and the soul? In paranormal theory, it says that humans are made up of soul, body, and mind. The mind is essentially thought to be part of the spirit that makes up one's consciousness, or oneself. It's like driving. The body is the car, soul is the control system, and the mind is the driver. See. I think that makes sense. So is there a hint for finding this one too? Well, let's see. There's this, should the rite of resurrection be activated elsewhere, so too shall my mind be awakened there. Simon tried to steal away the rite of resurrection, but before he could, Ashino stole the record of fates. So as a countermeasure to the rite being activated, he made it so that his mind would be released from the seal. Okay, but what does that actually mean? What it means is, Simon's mind awoke the night the rite was activated, and must be possessing someone out there right now. What? So you have to get that person together with everything else. Alright, so we have to find the curse echo, the descendant, and the person possessed by Simon. The curse echo, the descendant, and the person possessed by Simon. Dude, I could feel this game. Is it like two people way early in this game? The guy and the girl, the guy we played as, and then the girl. Didn't she have like a strong sense? And then wouldn't it make sense if, what was his name? Shogo was like maybe possibly the descendant and he died super early? Then we just get them together in one place and we'll be good to go. Right, but there's one thing. Second and third ones could both be the same person. Oh, but who could that be? If it's like how Michio lost her memories when she was possessing Yako, Simon's consciousness might not be aware of who it really is. So if he learned the truth, would he start to act of his own accord? Oh, then that person could already be... Oh, hold on a second. Someone's coming this way. Huh? Excuse me, could I interrupt for just a moment? It's her! Who might you be? Would you buy this empty can of juice I just finished drinking for 10,000 yen? Huh? I'll even throw in these bones from some fried chicken. You can't beat a deal like this. I don't really want them. Don't say that. Come on, they're delicious. Actually, I thought I might just have a picnic right here. Won't you join me? Sorry, I don't understand. What should we do? What the hell? Well, it's not like we need this exact spot, and we can't do anything with other people around. Let's just move somewhere else. Sorry, we're in the middle of something, so we'll just be on our way. That's strange. Oh, fuck! No way! Oh, she got them to go away, and so they kill... Ah! She said weird things so that they would walk away. Oh, they got her. Or she got them. What? It hurts. This is a curse. She's got it. Bum bum ba-dum. No way. That's the ending? No way, dude. 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 You have my heartfelt thanks for all your hard work thus far. This brings the story of the 7 mysteries of Honjo to a close. And who could have foreseen such a conclusion? Unfortunately, it seems the so-called mastermind was one step ahead of you. She remains hidden, leaving behind no evidence. Perhaps there is truly no way to stop her. However, should you find that this conclusion is not to your liking, by all means, please pursue a different path. You have done it once before, so I'm sure you already know how. With that, I shall be taking my leave. I have been your humble storyteller. Good night. Why does that make it sound like there is more, even more endings than I've done? How do I zoom? I need to see this. That is kind of unsatisfying, though. Damn, she got us. Okay, I'm gonna do what I did. I'm gonna look up to see if there's any other alternate endings. Let's see, let's use this page here. It's just enlist. Michio's Grudge, we did that. Nejima's Reminiscence. I think we did that. Nejima is, they're by named, right? Yes, we did do that. Haru's Legacy, I do remember, that was that. So then I assume Yame's Aspiration is here. Although it's here, it's called a Yame's Inspiration. But it's Aspiration. So I think they just titled it wrong on this page here. Conclusion is what we just did. What is this? Another conclusion? This is the hardest ending to unlock because, unlike the others, the story chart will not indicate where this chapter can be unlocked by having the chapter screen lit. No way, there's something all the way back here? Okay, I'm gonna try not to spoil it if you got wanting to see it, obviously for the first time, so let me just see this. Okay, I didn't want to spoil myself too much about how... I just wanted to see how to potentially unlock it, so let me see. Huh? Hell is that? Looks like a light floating in midair. Whoa, it's coming closer. It's another one of the 7 mysteries? Looks like a will-o-wisp, maybe. Was there anything like that in the 7 mysteries? Touch it. Huh? Am I supposed to touch it? Touch it. Yeah, touch that. Touch it. Nice. Nice. Cleansing. When the body, soul, and mind of Simon Tsuchi Mikado have all been brought together, the rite of cleansing is activated, dispelling all rituals and curses that have previously been performed. Oh. Oh. My. Finally, you have arrived at this juncture. I expected no less from you. It would mean that you have managed to bring everything to light. Though there is the possibility that you have wound up here by chance. So before I take you any further, I must ask you a number of questions. But what exactly the soul, body, and mind of Simon Tsuchi Mikado are? Firstly, which curse echo represents the soul of Simon Tsuchi Mikado? Oh boy, okay, it's a quiz time again. Which curse echo represents the soul? Okay, let's be sure. I don't want to be yelled at by the storyteller. So I do not think it's this. It wouldn't be that. I don't think it's the Fool's Procession. It's this one because we were told the hint, right? So there's a couple of reasons why it would be the beckoning light. We were told just a little while ago by Mio. Mio said, oh, it's the one that the cursing the curse bearers, whatever. So there's the description. It's also, we saw this little floating ball of light to activate this ending. So I'm Regis. I am final answer, beckoning light. Yeah. Yes, that is exactly it. After his defeat at the hands of Ashino in the Honjo incident, Simon wandered about near Hoanji. The form of his curse echo changed over time with the legend he left behind. I like this pose. Look at my hands! This is the curse echo which was acquired by the Mayu Chozawa. But when called forth by Simon's body and mind, it appeared momentarily before him. Let us continue. Who served as a self? The Simon Tsuchi Mikado. Who was his body? His descendant who carried his blood in their veins. Okay. So this has got to be either this is either Shogo or Yoko. It's one of these, because again, these two are here. It's not going to be whatever the fuck his name was. No, not him. No. It's where's the guy? No, not him. It's not him. And so again, we had to think back about who was in that moment, right? In the moment right there, before we unlocked the cleansing chapter, there was 3 people that we know. Him, and then Shogo and Yoko. The thing was, it said it had to have been a strong spiritual, not spiritual, a strong supernatural sense, right? And I'm trying to remember way back to the beginning of this game, where they were talking to each other. Let's go Shogo. I'm just gonna... The thing is, assuming I get it wrong and I can retry, then we know it's got a Yoko, right? Correct again. Although Shogo Oki was born to an ordinary family, the blood of a distant relative ran thick in his veins. In truth, the same is true for Yoko Fukunaga. She was also one who had the blood of a distant relative coursing through her. In her case, it was Ashino. Oh, okay. So I was close, in theory. Simon and Ashino, fated to meet again all these hundreds of years later. Now, for my final question. Who is the mind of Simon Tsuchi Mikado? Tell me the name of the person whose consciousness was directly tied to his. The mind. The mind. Like, I have a crazy thought, but I don't know if that's... Okay, so okay, here's the thought that I have, right? A crazy thought. This game has done meta things before, right? And Mio, again, in the conclusion chapter that we had just several minutes ago, she explained that the mind, the way of looking at the mind, it's like the car system, like the body of the car is the body, the soul, or the mind, no, the soul, now I might be mixing things up. She basically said it's the car, the body of the car's like inner system, and then the driver. I think the soul was the car system, and that would have been Shogo, right? So then you have to go, okay, this game does do meta things. We've seen that multiple times, a couple times at least. We've had to save the game to get past a puzzle. We've had to turn down a voice volume slider. Who's the driver of this game? It's me. And do you recall way early in this game, it had me type out my name. Now, it assumed my name based on, like, I assume, like, Steam name or something, or system, PC name, maybe. But then I said, no, my name is Austin. And wouldn't a meta answer to this be me? Because I'm driving through this whole thing, and I've been helping the characters along the way, and I've helped them gain knowledge from certain sections from different timelines, and then different perspectives, and then giving it and feeding it to them. And it had us type in our name before, so that we know what the answer would, or so that it knew what the answer could possibly be. I'm gonna go with me. I'm pretty sure I just typed it like that before. Oh, I see. You believe it to be Austin. Are you saying you believe it to be yourself? That's what I am saying. Are you certain? Yes, yeah, dude. This makes me feel better about the removing the seal answers. It makes me feel slightly better. Yes, you are correct. Finally, you have remembered. That's right, you are. Simon's consciousness, awoken by the curses and the rite of resurrection. However, having lost your memories, you forgot about the duty assigned to you. This is, if I may say so, where I played my part, guiding you through the events of the story. As your consciousness was all that was left for you, you manipulated time and space by way of the story chart, jumping from vessel to vessel, and manipulated your host's actions by whispering commands into their ears. I gotta say, I love a pretty well executed, like, meta explanation for timeline jumping and stuff. I do enjoy that. In doing so, you were able to get the full picture of what needed to be done. But, at one point, while still unconscious, you managed to remember your duty. The so-called mastermind behind these events, the one who awakened the rite and the curses, was Yoko Fukunaga, descendant of Ashino herself. You unconsciously activated your curse and killed her. How interesting that she awakened Simon's consciousness at the same time as the curses. That was the one and only time she could have been stopped. But due to your influence of Shogo Oki's will, Yoko Fukunaga was brought back to life. Using the story chart to undo her death, I led you to believe that it was the work of the Rite of Resurrection itself. But as it turns out, seeing that what would transpire if the mastermind was not killed at the outset, this would ultimately revealed the way to put an end to the curses for good. There were certain things which would have answered all your questions had you noticed them. For example, even while under your control, Shogo Oki willingly used his curse. When I asked you clearly on how many Shogo Okoi had killed, this is what I meant. Had you not used the curse, Shogo Oki would have done so of his own accord. Furthermore, Mayu Chizawa was able to recall information which only you knew. She was able to do this because she was connected to you through her curse echo, the beckoning light. Ah. Oh, it's going to be this section. Okay, let's read this. In truth, Yoko is a descendant of Onmyoji who continued to practice in modern times. Her ancestor, Ashino, attempted to steal the rite of resurrection in Honjo during the Edo period. Born with exceptional spirit sense, Yoko learned about her own ancestry while researching her roots, was disappointed to find her bloodline had fallen into mediocrity. She became consumed with the ambition to restore her family's lost glory through her own powers, devised a scheme to succeed where Ashino failed, and performed the rite of resurrection. Yoko continued her training, developing her spiritual and curse powers until she discovered the Record of Fates, which offered clues regarding the rite. She plotted to use the curses of seven mysteries of Honjo to gather a large number of soul dregs by calling forth curse echoes and setting the stage for mutual slaughter. Ultimate plan involved invoking a large-scale feast of shadows, awakening the curses, performing the rite of herself, and bringing together enough soul dregs to revive Ashino. Since the effects of the curses increase the more people know and fear them, she first entrusted the Record of Fates to local historian Hideki Hiraishi, who could be used to easily spread the rumors. She also contacted Fumishika Nejima, criminal with a deep understanding of mystic arts, to obtain the curse stones needed to gather soul dregs. Unsurprisingly, Nejima was very interested in the story of Ashino, and readily agreed to aid his revival. While carrying out these steps, Yuko learned of the existence of the Yin Scroll, which threatened to thwart her plans. She had a note about the scroll in the Record of Fates before giving it to Araishi, intending to acquire it before it could pose an issue. Through investigations, Yoko discovered that Hajime Yoshimi was a descendant of Simon and threatened him with a curse in an effort to scare him into revealing the whereabouts of the Yin Scroll. While Hajime bravely resisted Yoko's threats, she killed him with the curse to ensure Simon's descendant would not stand in her way. As her preparations were coming together, Yoko obtained the seemingly less dangerous curse stone of the Whispering Canal in order to become a curse bearer, necessary for gathering the curse stones for the Feast of Shadows. Shogo Oki, also a descendant of Simon, was eyed as a potential risk factor and contacted to ensure he would be located nearby and subject to monitoring. However, unaware that the spirit of Simon would be awakened within Shogo as soon as she invoked the curse, Yoko's plan was thwarted when she was immediately cursed to death by Simon. Nice. Now, allow me to ask you one last question. If you, knowing all that you now know, had the ability to resurrect one life, what would you do? Oh, damn, we got this question asked before, right, at the start? This is actually really clever to be re-asking this question because, like, some of these are some of the thoughts then that some of these characters had, right? Like, I would use it even if I had to sacrifice someone. That was like a Yame, right? I wouldn't want it. I would destroy it. Oh, I see. That was Simon's original intention. I apologize for leaving it out of the options when I first asked you this question. Now, it is time to bring things to a close. Upon your arrival here, the rite of cleansing was activated, dispelling all of the rituals and curses. Look upon the fruit of your efforts. And then we shall leave this world behind for good. Thank you, truly, for all the work you have done. Thanks, storyteller. That's what happened. I can't believe it. I finally understand. Yeah, I was the one who did that to Yoko. The blood of the Amioji that's inside me broke into my consciousness and gave me that curse. Yoko was after the rite of resurrection. She was the one who awakened the curses of the seven mysteries and cast the Feast of Shadows. And the only way to stop all of it was to put a stop to her here. Otherwise, the rite of cleansing might have been negated too. Wonder how much of it really was really her doing all those things. Yoko. Guess that explains why it felt like it was fate when this all started. Though she didn't seem to notice. Guess things were always destined to end like this from the moment we met. I wish we could have met under different circumstances. No point in thinking like that now. God, I need a drink. I'm thinking a Moscow Mule, or 2, or 3. Nice. Oh, we're going to her? Ma'am? What is it? Just a dream. Seems that it was all just a dream. I dreamt that there was such a thing as the rite of resurrection. Just a dream. I'm sorry to say, but there isn't. Right, of course not. But even if there is no such thing, I promise you that I'll get to the bottom of the kidnapping. In fact, I've happened to find a very important lead from over a year ago. Something that's evaded our reach until now. An eyewitness from the scene of the kidnapping. I see. Huh. Oh wow, are we seeing what everyone's like storyline is if they didn't? Whoa, what the hell is this? The medical unit told me to get down here. What happened? What is all this? Irio says, as I was looking into Yoshima's death at the former Yasuda Gardens, another body was discovered at a different park in the area. Could they be related? Sure looks like it, but Excuse me, we found this among the victim's belongings. Thought you'd want to know. What's this? What? What the hell? Boss, look what was in the female victim's address book. Yoshimi's phone number and photo. What? And the picture? There's an X drawn on it and a bunch of weird symbols, and a hole where his heart would be. No. Do you think, could this be some kind of curse or something? How many times do I have to tell you not to try to connect everything to the occult? Damn it. Is this a Nagagoshi case after all? What was that, boss? Ha, don't worry about it. Make sure you put that photo into evidence. There's no doubt this is related to Yoshimi. Make sure you do a thorough sweep of the area. I'm gonna make a phone call. Got it. Leave it to me. Spend as long as you want on the phone. Mio, turns out Michio really did die in an accident. Yeah, if we ask around, we might be able to get a little more information. I guess there really was never such a thing as the rite of resurrection. But how do you feel like there was a spirit watching over us? Damn it, why? Nothing's happening. But now my contract won't be... No! I should never have believed in this blasted record of fates. I'm angry. He's like pouting. Ah. Tell you watching from far, far away. The rite of resurrection has never existed. Not in any world. Not in any time. So I ask you to take the life you hold and move boldly forward, one step at a time. Richter, why is that? Do you want to question him? Hang on, Irio. I want to get enough evidence for a search warrant. Let him go for now, and I'll follow him. That's the kidnapper? Yes, I'm the one who did it. So please, help me. She's always following me. I'm so sorry, Michio. I had no idea. What? Hajime was killed by this Yoko Fukunaga? How can that be? He wasn't the kind of guy who could just be picked off like that. You know that. Yeah, boss is hiding something. Seems to be some kind of secret hidden in Hajime's family tree. Let me see if I can find out what it is. I had heard you would be absent today. Is there something you need? Well, I seem to have the spirit sense thing all of a sudden. I know it's the sort of thing our chairwoman doesn't approve of, so I thought I'd mention it. You could have called. Didn't think you were the standoffish type. I had to find out from a why. Oops, sorry. Forgot all about my favorite chief inspector. The hell are you planning? Nothing so heinous as you're thinking. I'm only Makoto Ashimiya. After all, nothing but a lowly janitor. How are things with you? Getting along with your daughter? Damn. Things are so different. Well, you know, more or less. Well done. Well done. What a good little conclusion to that. I must say. That was actually very satisfying. You know, I gotta say, more visual novel games that have, you know, a nice, tight, concise story, some nice little gimmicks to them, some interesting characters, some well-written little story beats, some nice reveals. Like I said, a little mechanic, a little gimmick. We need more of these. This was good. This was good. Despite my inability to solve that second to last puzzle. But I'll take the blame for that. I will take the blame for that one. that I'll say was my fault. I don't know. I think I just gotta say, like, I think I have this kind of reaction to, like, a shorter visual novel experience, just because, in general, like I've said a long time now, like, as you get older and have less and less time to, like, play games and dedicate to games and stuff, like, it's harder to make time commitments for, like, a visual novel that's, like, 20 plus hours, right? I'd rather do one that has an interesting story, a tight story, and then under 20 hours, right? But, and also saying that, like, it's very easy to compare just, like, the experience that I had with this game compared next to, like, how I'm still going with, like, Umineko. So, it's kind of like, I can look at this and be like, alright, so this was the experience of, like, I don't know how long this actually ended up taking me. 15 hours or so? 15 hours versus, I think I'm, like, 100 hours into Umineko at this point. Still both very good. Different experiences, obviously. And that's not me saying Umineko is bad because it's long. It's just very easy to see the differences in the types of experience that they are. But overall, very excited that happy that I played this. End. And according to the thing I looked up, that is the only other ending I didn't naturally get, right? But that one was harder to find and stuff. I mean, let's be fair to me. Wow, literally 3 achievements there, all in one swift. Oh, what is this? Thank you for playing our game all the way to the very end. We look forward to the day we can present you with another Paranormasight. Oh, hell yeah. Because that was what I was saying. I was like, man, I would want, like, another one. I mean, you could do this again. Even if you had to do, like, new characters, new kind of, like, story thing. Now, I don't know if that's an actual confirmation of, that could just be like, yeah, we would love to do another Paranormasight. Like I said, as I was scouting this game out to do this for this October, I know that this game came out earlier this year, but I just know that it didn't get a ton of hype around it or marketing push, despite, I think, when I was checking out some reviews way back when, I think they spoke pretty highly of this game. You could probably just chalk that up to, this was, I think, published by Square Enix. So your pretty standard fare Square Enix not doing the best at marketing or choosing which things to market or push forward so well, especially this small little type of game. But I thoroughly enjoyed this. I say as I slightly burped there. I'm sorry, that was gross. I would definitely play another one of these. And I think this was like I said, getting back to the length thing, I think a perfect length for a story like this you have your things, you have your few characters, they intertwine constantly. I think it did this really well. I think it did this quite well. I'm gonna throw up a BRB, and we will, since I said we were gonna start it, even though again I didn't think this was gonna take 2 hours to finish, I will start our next game here. It's gonna be Your Turn to Die. I'm very excited to start that. We probably won't get super far into it today, this afternoon. We'll probably go for an hour, hour and a half maybe. So I will be back shortly. I'll get it all set up. Maybe give me about 5 minutes, and I'll get that loaded up. So give me a few minutes.